Hello, good people, and welcome to the next edition of Should I Join a Data Bootcamp? My name is Greg, and I run Data Independent, a learning platform for data analysts and data scientists all over the world. And in this series, we're going over 18 of the most common questions that I hear about my bootcamp experience and what the careers looked like afterwards. And today, we're diving into the question, should you do an income share agreement or should you pay up front? And this has to deal with how you're going to pay for your boot camp. And so let's dive into each option and see what they are. So with an income share agreement, you're going to pay X amount of your salary for the next 12 or for the next X number of months or Y number of months. Now, what this means is you're not going to pay anything up front. You're going to do the boot camp, and then afterwards when you get a job, when you get paid, then the boot camp gets paid. And usually this is a percentage of your salary for X number of months up to Z amount. And so what I mean by that is generally I've heard, hey, you're going to pay 10% of your salary for 18 months or until you reach, I don't know, call it $17,000 or whatever the boot camp may cost. Now, overall, generally I've seen that the income share agreement is actually going to cost you more money in totality than paying up front. But let's dive into a second here and see why that may not make sense for your situation. Now, paying up front, what this looks like is you're going to write them a check. And you're going to write them a check in the beginning. And let's just say the program costs $16,000. Day zero, you're going to pay 16K. And then you're going to take the program. And then you're not going to have to pay them anything when you get a job. So there's a couple different options here, and both work really well. But it's up to you on which one is the best for you. So like I said, up to you. There's no right answer on which one you should do. If you have the cash, meaning you have the money to pay for the boot camp, well, you may want to do the math, and it may make sense to invest it over time. What I mean by that is the obvious answer is, oh, well, it may cost more to do an income share agreement, but the cash is in your pocket for a lot longer. And then you might ask yourself, what could I do with that money while it's still in my pocket and it's not in the boot camp's pocket? Well, you could invest it and that money could go up, right? If you don't have the cash, well, income share agreement is still a great option. I literally look at this as you're investing in yourself and you're making a big commitment. So yes, the money may seem like a big deal right now, but when you're in your career 10 years down the line and you're making more than you thought you would, well, are you going to remember that boot camp cost that you had? In my experience, my boot camp cost, I don't remember it at all. It literally affects me none today, and I'm 6-7 years out of my boot camp, so um, it's not that big a deal anymore. So what I would do, what I would recommend is do the math. How much would you pay in each scenario, and then what else could you do with that money? So if there is an income share agreement option, go find out how much that is and what the terms are. If you're going to pay up front, great, find out what those terms are, and then go through each scenario and see what's the best one for you. There's no right answer here, which, sorry, it's kind of a non-answer, but it's up to you in your situation. So that is, should you do an income share agreement or should you pay up front? Check back for other videos in this series for a ton of other FAQ questions I get all the time about the joining bootcamp experience. And link in the description for a blog post with all this written down as well. We'll see you later.